Hello, and thank you for tuning in. Um, I woke up this morning and a gentleman's walking with a Will I Am t-shirt on. Divine's Will, I Am. The song that I woke up with this morning, and I listened to it a couple of times after when I was walking to the bank. And it's thank you for giving to the Lord. I am a life that was changed. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am so glad you gave. And then it goes, I'll partisan. A missionary came to church. His pictures made you cry. You didn't have much money, but you gave it anyway. Yeshua took the gift you gave, and that's why I'm here today. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I'm looking at a butterfly. I am a life that was changed. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am so glad you gave. One by one they came, as far as I could see. Each one somehow touched by your generosity. Little things that you had done, sacrifices made, I noticed on the earth, in heaven now proclaimed. And I know up in heaven, you're not supposed to cry, but I'm almost sure there were tears in your eyes. Yeshua took your hand and you stood before the Lord. He said, my child, look around you, for great is your reward. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am so glad you gave. Okay. The word of the day is propitiation. Okay. It's 4:14 on the video timer. So hopefully that's something that someone can sing about you. Hopefully that's something that Divine says about you. But it's important that the beings that you've come in contact with. And then it was 4:41. You know the significance of 9? 9, 6, 3, 36. 27 is 9. 36 is 9. All those numbers that are divisible by 9 break down to 333. It all talks about divine order. And divine substance. Divine substance that feeds the soul more than the mind. Again, in caring for the physical body that we are in, we should eat to live and maintain this body, but not overindulging or even simplifying it too much, you know, with like keto and all of that, but just paying attention to your body, and as you are being led, what you consume into spiritually, energetically, and naturally. Oh, I have 2 shout outs today. Okay. There is a gentleman that reached out to me, and thank you so much for reaching out to me. Now his name is escaping me. If it's not correct, I'll correct it on the next video, but I believe it's Man of God. Yeah, I believe it's Man of God. And I'm going to take a look at, he has, I think, 977 subscribers. I'm going to take a look, and I'm going to listen to some of what he shares today. I had not listened to him. It was 721. That's 777. I've not listened to him prior, so I will take a look and see more specifically what his energy is about. Also, shout out to CS Brown, our newest public account subscriber. Okay, I get notifications for the public accounts, and I like to give shout outs for those. So CS Brown, I assume that you are of high vibrational energy and you are hungry and eager. And I will give you the benefit of the doubt. Your account was just created in March of last year, I think, or this year. And typically that means doppelganger, but yeah, maybe you have a public platform and you did not want me to see who you are, I don't know. Or, you know, a public account, I don't know. But shout out to both of you. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. And we're up to 296. Okay. I have my little, on my way back, I picked up this, I didn't stop for coffee because I needed to get back here. And then I was standing in line, and I saw these little honey packet things, tubes. So honey is significant, okay? And I just picked up this little honey tube, and Spirit was like, yeah, add this to your coffee today. So it might be something about adding some honey, milk and honey, okay? We are milk and honey. And I have this image. Never mind, let me not share that. Because it's a branding thing, so I don't want to share that. Also, if you are creating material and you are stepping into that type of entrepreneurial, freelance, book, author, writer, artist, be sure to get things trademarked. The first thing that I would get trademarked is whatever name you're going to use. So you could use a pen pal name, or what is that called? I forget, it starts with a P, I think. Whatever, yeah. And I remember before I wrote the little book that's available on Goodreads and Amazon Kindle, the title of the book is My Father, You're a King. And if you want to look it up, the author, me, Nehru is how you spell Nehru, Nehru, okay? And you can look up that Nehru, Thomas, Thomas, okay, traditional spelling. And you should be able to find that little short book. His birthday is actually coming up. It's 11/21. That's a confirmation. But his birthday is coming up in 4 days. Okay, so in 4 days, the uncle who murdered my father in 1974 turned 67. Okay, and as I always state, he's either serving a Michigan State prison sentence of 40 to 60 years still, physically, or he has passed. Okay, it was 11:11 up there on the video timer. Okay, so it's probably time to add a little sweetness to your life. Okay. Again, the journey that I've been on is one of solo artistry. Yeah, solo artistry. I often give thought to what Yeshua would be dealing with if they were walking their 33-year journey with us at this time in the flesh. And physical things have changed, so there would be doppelgangers and smear campaign supporters and that online, and following him around, confirmation with the siren starting. Okay, there would be that. It would be much the same thing that many of the earth angels and light workers, star seeds, familial members selling us off into slavery, trying to poison us. He would be going through the same thing. He just dealt with Pontius Pilate and others. But yeah, so their purpose, the enemy's purpose, doesn't change from light worker to light worker. Their tactics might change because of the tools. But it's always one thing in mind, and that is the seizure and ceasing and shushing of the truth. That is the sole purpose of the enemy, no matter what form they come in. Okay? And no matter what the actual physical deed is, that is the purpose, okay, of the darkness. Okay? And that's different than your shadow. So, to all of you, no matter what your role is in this journey, no matter what your role has been, even in my life, and I don't know if any of the people that, well, I do know one. I mention her from time to time. I have one friend that I've known for 30 plus years who has a public account, and they are a subscriber. And yeah, and we were pretty good friends when we were 16, 17, 18, 19. We were pretty good friends, you know. I remember her talking to me about, we would just have funny conversations, you know, and she's definitely artistic, extremely musically inclined, like high acumen for music and resonance and frequency, that sort of thing. I don't know if she uses that energetically, like, you know what I mean? or if it's just for her, if it's just an occupation. I don't know how she sees it, but yeah. Okay, her name is Lourdes Crosby. Okay, growing up we called her Nikki. Okay. And she's definitely eclectic and like maybe even a little out there with whatever her thoughts, and she would probably tell you that herself. Okay, I'm looking at another butterfly here coming towards. Actually, that one is white. The other one was yellow. So we're talking about third eye and solar plexus energy. Okay. I was spent some time clearing out my solar plexus energy and met with meditation on last night. Today is Tuesday. $5:20. I was listening to a video this morning, I don't know, whatever time this morning, when I woke up. 4 something, yeah. I don't want to say 4:40, but something like that. And she said it was like 55 minutes and 50 seconds at the time that she was speaking, and Spirit was like, look at the clock, and I was like, I already know it'll be a sequence, it'll be a confirmation. And I looked at the time clock and it was 0550, so she was seeing 5005 confirmation, and I was seeing 0550. So at the time that she said that, so there's something about perfect alignment, divine alignment. There's that. And you know, even in because I am a perfectionist. Do you know? I am a perfectionist, and I don't have Virgo in any of my top 4, but that is the perfectionist energy, Virgo energy. And understand that not all things can be a beautiful woven tapestry. Understand that not all things can be that way. You can be that way, okay? But everything that you interact with may not be. And in fact, if you're a high vibrational, you're a healer, alchemist, earth angel, light worker, star seed, no matter what your occupation is today, what you're doing, even if you're functioning in your karmic energy, as Hermas was for quite some time, as we're finding out through the books of Hermas, and just now kind of coming into your awakening and realizing all the lies that you have been spewing and all of that. Well, for those of you who are in your North Node and functioning as a high vibrational being on this planet at this time, There are times when you have to just look at what's been already done, what's already been sculpted, what's already been molded, what's already been shaped, painted, laid out, written, and just receive that. Okay? And again, it may not look like a lit up Christmas tree. Okay? All pretty. But it was 20:33 on the video time. Know when it's time to work and when it's time to rest, okay? Understand it was 21:7 up there, okay? Know when it's time to rest. Divine, once again, I thank you for this day. I thank you for this 24-hour portal that is Tuesday, as we call it, as you have named it. Divine order is always at play. So stay faithful. Okay? Stay faithful. 2202. Stay faithful. As Hermas is being told by this angel in the book of Hermas, he's told, if you keep these mandates, these commands, there is reward, you know? And it would be nice. I would not be being honest if I said it would be nice to just ascend as I'm sitting here and just leave the water, the bag, the sunglasses, okay? Leave everything and just go. But my time here is not done. It was 23 minutes on the video time. And not because I'm sad or not because of, but because for those of us who really are, and you really understand the journey, you really do embrace it, and you really do release all that does not serve your good at the moments and times through seasons as divine gives guidance, then you get weary. And even that, even my readiness to ascend physically out of the flesh is not even, it's not even for weariness. It's for a job well done. It's like, okay. And, but I know I'm not done. Okay? We're not done. And in fact, for what we are here for, I'm hearing the horn. Like we have only just begun the main voyage. We've only just begun this. Okay? And yeah, there's definitely something about that with the Carpenters. The lead singer, the female singer for the Carpenters, she is considered like the best drummer ever, like in the top, I don't know, 5 drummers of all time. I forget her name, but she suffered from anorexia. But we've only just begun to live. white lace and promises, a kiss for luck and we're on our way. Only begun. For the rising sun. Okay. So, thank you so much as always for tuning in, for clicking play, for liking, for sharing. Yeah. And I do hope you are on your spiritual journey. And enjoying it. Okay? As always, be encouraged.